Binge.
Hey everybody, welcome back for even more brand new content about that show where roving karate gangs rule California, Cobra Kai. Warning, beyond this point there are spoilers for people who are not up to date on the once YouTube Red Cobra Kai television series that's been moved to Netflix along with the Karate Kid movies. In this video, we're going to give you our binge breakdown of, you guessed it, another teaser trailer ad for Cobra Kai Season 3 that have been randomly and rarely popping up. But they are out there, people, and allegedly there's even some newer ones. We're also going to go over the huge batch of photos released on Cobra Kai's IMDb page, and warning, there are definitely some spoilers in these photos. Before we look at this teaser, we want to thank YouTube user Orion Morales for bringing this video to our attention. Huge shout out and love to Orion for keeping his eyes out for new Cobra Kai material while we're going through the home stretch into Season 3. Remember, if you can screen record and get it to us before anyone else drops a breakdown, we do have cash rewards. Comment below if you have any new info at all. Now let's check out this promo, which does have a fair amount of previously unseen shots. The opening moment is a repeat one of Robbie confronting Sean and some bullies in the juvenile detention center he's been sent to. The following shot is one we've seen in a picture before of Daniel and Chozen facing off. Daniel seems a little nervous, but we don't get anything new out of the video. The next shot is another new one from the Chop Shop fight. Johnny throws one of the thugs on the windshield of the car before the action cuts to a moment of Hawk punching something or someone into oblivion that we've already seen. After that, the trailer cuts to the Talking Smack title and we see a repeat shot of Johnny at the holiday party before they give us some dialogue from that scene.
That's a nice suit. Is that made of velvet? You sleep in that?
And there's that trash talk they promised us. One significant detail we want to point out here is in this shot. Earlier, a version of this same shot was released that was wider. A lot of people, including us, noticed the hair here and thought this was proof of the return of Allie. Now they've cropped the hair out of that shot. If it wasn't Allie, why would they take the time to crop the shot? We believe this is evidence that Allie is coming back, and if they went to the trouble of concealing her return, Allie's character must have a significant role for the episodes or episode that she appears in. What do you think? Whose holiday party is this? Will Daniel and Johnny ever have that friendly rematch we got robbed of at the end of the first season?
All right, one time, and one time only.
The next shot is a repeat of Hawk and his red shirts before cutting to an action shot of what appears to be Hawk throwing a flying headbutt into Dimitri. It's hard to tell for sure with the video quality, but it looks like that's what's going down here. The teaser then cuts to Hawk doing a little fancy Daniel LaRusso approved footwork before kicking his ball at warp speed into who we again think is Dimitri. What do you think? Is this Dimitri in these two shots? How big will this soccer fight be? After that, the action cuts inside the school as Yasmin gets caught red-handed with Dimitri. What the fuck is going on around here? The next beat in the teaser shows some repeat shots of the Chop Shop fight and then cuts to Johnny administering physical therapy or torture or both. Following that moment, we see an extended version of the shot of Johnny walking into the Cobra Kai dojo late at night with his black shirt on, ready for ass kicking. No new info here, but we can't wait to see what has Johnny in a Wolverine-level berserker rage. The New Year's title card gives us that rock concert footage we've been seeing since the first trailer, and then the teaser cuts to Daniel looking battle bruised in his backyard for another shot we've seen before. After the title card teases the new season, we see Robbie's now infamous wall run, then a repeat of Tori kicking Sam in the face before we get a new shot of Johnny looking like hell, winking at someone, possibly in the juvenile detention center or a courtroom or maybe even a hospital. It's impossible to tell for sure. The last two shots are repeats of the fights in Chozen's dojo before the Season 3 title card once again splashes in. It's kind of like the 12 Days of Christmas. We've gotten 5 teasers, 4 sneak peeks, and all kinds of other promos, photos, and interviews teasing this highly anticipated third installment of Cobra Kai. Now let's take a look at this massive batch of photos that have been recently released on Cobra Kai's IMDb. We're giving you one final warning. There are some serious spoilers in these photos. First, we'll go over the ones we've seen circulating. This one shows Tori looking kind of stressed out. Some people have speculated this is her landlord looking for the rent. As we've seen this shot of her counting a small amount of money looking stressed in the same shirt, that's a pretty logical leap to make. The next shot is Miguel laid up in the hospital bed looking very mentally alert. Is he confronting someone, possibly Johnny or Sam here? After that is a shot of the sinister-looking Kreese talking to Johnny in some kind of bar making a fist. Are they arguing karate philosophies again? Or maybe they're just talking about boxing. This next shot confirms the obvious, that it was a juvenile center Robbie was being held in. He looks pissed at Mr. LaRusso, who turned his back on him in the season 2 finale, but since he left things on a good note with his dad, we believe the three will work it all out together.
Couldn't find a trapper keeper. Those still cool?
I don't know what that is.
This photo here shows Hawk visiting Miguel, but for some reason waiting outside. What do you think? Is Johnny here talking to Miguel, or maybe even Sam? This shot here shows a moment from a LaRusso sparring session we've already seen. These shots here are from the scene where Johnny and Daniel decide to team up, and this picture shows Kumiko in her meeting with Daniel in Okinawa from this sneak peek. This photo had us scratching our heads at first until the Christmas Day snake peek was released of Kreese unleashing his slithering buddies on the LaRusso family business. Shit just got real up in here. This shot is a great moment from the chop chop fight where it appears one of the thugs throws Johnny into Daniel. The guy on the ground here tells us this is later in the fight after the duo executed their ultimate combo move. Does this mean they run into more trouble than they bargained for? Could this fight end different than it seems in the trailers? This next photo is one of our favorites of Johnny and Miguel taking a selfie at the Dee Snider concert. Cobra Kai never dies. Following that, we get a pic from that holiday party. We think this is Amanda talking to Allie about how Daniel and Johnny acted in high school, but it's anyone's guess. This shot here is of the biggest news this week, Yasmin and Dimitri. From the ear, it's most likely Dimitri, and we know that the two seem to be getting pretty cozy. What do you think? Does she really like Hawk's binary brother, or is she manipulating him? This shot is very intriguing of the dojo's landlord with two pretty tough-looking thugs in tracksuits. Who are these guys? Has Johnny threatened him, or is this something happening with Kreese? The location here appears to be the dojo, but other than that, we can't tell what's going on aside from a show of power. What do you think? What's about to go down in this moment? This next picture is worth way more than 1,000 words. Since the first teaser trailer, we've suspected Johnny ends up in jail in this shot here, which some people thought was of him visiting Robbie. It's pretty clear the Cobra Kai sensei does end up in jail, coming full circle back to the pilot episode. How will he grow in season 3? This moment with Dimitri and Chris matches this inevitable confrontation that's been teased since the first trailer. Chris looks amused here. What do you think? Will they be crazy enough to start another fight in the school as soon as they go back? This final photo is the one that has us most interested and scared. The Miyagi-Do students are at the LaRusso house on possibly the same night that Tori and some other Cobra Kais might have broken in. Sam is at the door and Chris looks freaked out. Dimitri looks angry and the other red shirts have a common look of concern. What the hell has happened? Did Tori go way too far? Is this before or after the backyard beatdown? No matter who gets beat up or beat down, the one thing we know for sure, if Miguel dies, we all fucking riot. Thanks so much for watching our videos, everybody. As always, we're on the lookout for any new promos or spoilers to help prove or disprove all the theories going around about our favorite show where you can get kicked in the face with nostalgia, Cobra Kai. Please let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Binge Rampage. Click that notifications bell for our channel so you can see our next video as soon as it comes out. And don't forget to subscribe.
You want to take this to the mat? I'm fine right here on the pavement. Let's do it. You're lucky I'm on probation.
Yeah, run away, loser. Karate's a thing of the past. BJJ's here to stay.